Hello, my lovelies. Here we are doing a another spell for you guys. Like I promised you guys that I would be uploading every Tuesday and every Friday. This has been one of the most requested spells. I had not uploaded because it took me a while to really think about it before actually putting it out there for you guys. Now, be very mindful of this spell because it is a higher form of magic, even though you guys may see it as something that is, because obviously I use all the spell work, everything that has to do with spell work, I try to do it with natural ingredients. But again, like I said, this is of a higher form of magic. It is very important for you guys to really do this for the purpose that it's for. If you do it for other types of purposes, it will backfire. Okay, just putting it out there, letting you guys know. So anyways, this is a spell. Again, like I said, this is a spell of a higher form of magic. This is specifically to separate a lover from your partner. So this is a third part. If you're dealing or currently dealing with third party situations, you know, a woman or a man that keeps getting in between you and your partner's relationship, or if they are known, your partner is known for stepping out of the relationship. This could even be done for people that have done spell work to you. If you want to completely remove them from your life, then you can definitely do this spell. Again, like I said, it is necessary for the spell to basically be activated or to call in the spirits that you're calling in for when you mention your name at the end of the chant. So again, make sure that your intentions are true and that they are genuine, meaning that you're not the lover and you're not trying to separate a married couple or someone that you got entangled with that you knew was married or taken. Because if you do this, again, like I said, it will backfire. And it not only backfires, it actually brings a lot of chaos into your life. So be very mindful about that, okay? Again, like I said, if you know for a fact, without a doubt, that there is a person in your life that continuously keeps doing spell work to you or trying to harm you, then you can definitely do this. And again, like I said, get those results. But again, make sure that it is solely because you are trying to protect yourself and because you are trying to pretty much push people out of your life that are continuously trying to harm you. Okay, with that said, let's get into this spell. It's very easy. What you're going to be needing is you're going to be needing a lemon or a lime, doesn't matter. You're going to be needing a picture of your partner or the person that you're in a relationship with, and also a picture of the person that you will be separating, meaning the lover or whatnot. Let me pull this out. You're going to also be needing a jar, obviously, where you're going to be putting the spell work. Okay. You're going to be needing milk, any type of milk. It does not matter, you guys. Please don't ask me in the comments below what kind of milk. It doesn't matter. Any type of milk. And you're going to be needing, you have the option of using one clavos, what we call clavos, a nail that is not, as you guys can see, it's pretty big. Okay, so you're going to be needing one, or because I work in threes, I will be using 3 here. And you're also going to be needing vinegar, preferably dark vinegar. It could be apple cider vinegar. It doesn't matter. As long as it's dark vinegar. You're going to be needing salt. It does not matter what kind of salt. And pepper, black pepper. Okay. Also, for protection, you're going to be needing a black candle. Obviously, I've done this multiple times, and black candles are actually used, for those of you guys that don't know, they are actually used to because we're going to be using very heavy negative energy. This, you light it and you're going to let it pretty much, you're going to let it burn out completely in this spell when you're doing this. And the reason why you're doing it is because once you invoke the spirits and once you do and put everything together, then you don't want that residue type of energy in your home. So obviously we use the black candle to guide the spirits back into their realm. Okay, for those of you guys that start asking why does it have to be black, black is not always a bad thing. Black is actually used to transmute energy. So it's because it's heavy or negative energy, going to be using or whatnot. So the pictures could be pictures of them together, or it could be separate pictures. It could be a picture of your partner and the picture of the person to separate. Okay, so you can do this any day of the week as long as it's from Tuesday to Friday. No Mondays, no Saturdays, and no Sundays. Very easy and to the point. You can only do this Tuesdays through Fridays. The phase of the moon does not matter. And when you cut the lemon, make sure to leave the bottom lemon. Not sure if you guys can see here, but the bottom lemon is bigger than the top one. And obviously the bottom one is the one we're going to be using. It doesn't matter if the picture is bigger than the lemon. It doesn't matter. That's the reason why we're using the nails, okay? All right, so anyways, we're gonna get into this. Make it quick, make it as easy as possible. And again, I've already put the disclaimer out there, okay? So anyways, the reason why you're going to be getting the bottom part of the lemon a little bit bigger is because we're going to be going into this part here and cutting it out. And we're gonna keep the juices. Make sure to use the jar that you're gonna be using to put the juices in there, okay? Let me put this over here. I'm actually doing this for a client of mine. And again, here, let me show you guys so you guys can see. Okay, I'm cutting it. And again, like I said, make sure to put the jar so the juice can go into the jar. As the more of this acid that the lemon has, the better. Again, like I said, very important to only do this. Be mindful, you guys, and don't try to go harming people that don't deserve it, only because this particular spell will totally mess you up. Okay, so once you've done that, again, like I said, the picture is going to go into this. It does not matter, you guys, if the picture is bigger than the lemon. You can always fold it. That's not a problem, so long as we get it in the jar. Okay, so as you guys can see here, the jar has the lemon juice. Okay, for my client's privacy, I will be putting both the pictures of the partner and the person that they are, messing with, facing each other like this. Just know that in back of this picture is the picture of the other person, and you're gonna put them facing each other, okay? And then again, like I said, you can fold it, do whatever you need to do to it so that it can go in like this into the lemon. And we're going to be using the other part of the lemon, and we're gonna do the same thing, okay? We're gonna be cutting a circle to try to get the inside of the lemon out, just so we can be able to go in there and use that for the pictures. So you're basically putting the lemon together, okay? And then we're just gonna shut it with the nails. Again, you guys make sure to light your black candle before you begin the spell work. I do highly encourage you guys to pray over the candle, the black candle that you're going to be lighting, just so that you can reinstate out loud what it is that you're wanting the candle for, which is obviously to take in any negative or residue energy that may remain from this spell. All right, so once that is done, what we're gonna do is, I'm not sure if you can see it, the lemon, right, on both parts, and you're going to cram it, basically cram it shut. Okay, the juice may pop out. That's why I'm doing it here, so the juices can go into the jar instead of just wasting it. Okay, once that is done, what we're gonna do is we're going to be getting the nails, and we're going to be pretty much sticking it in. Give me 1 second. Be very careful, you guys, so you guys don't end up getting hurt. So like this, I'm not sure if you can see. You see it? That's one. Again, you guys can always use one. If you are going to be using one, make sure to go over in the center. Okay, go through the center all the way to the bottom of the lemon. And the reason for that is obviously because you're going to be just using one. In this situation, I use 3s. We already know that that's how I roll. Okay. Not sure if you guys can see this. Here we go. So we got the 3 nails in here. Okay. Once this is done, it's going to go into the jar as such. Okay. Make sure, I know that I skipped this, but I'm actually doing this for a client of mine. So darling, if you're seeing, here we go. Okay. But of course, as always, all my information with all the clients that I work with, I keep it completely confidential. So for privacy purposes, I didn't show you guys basically the picture, right? But you guys get it. You're going to put one picture on top of the other facing each other. You're going to fold it. Make sure to put in back of the pictures before you put it in the lemon. Make sure to put the name and last name of the person to separate, and the first name and last name of your partner before it goes into the lemon. Okay, do not forget to put that, please. If you need to rewind this video, I get a lot of, in the comment sections, a lot of questions, and they're usually answered questions that just by looking at the video, you'll get the answers for, okay? Also, for those of you guys that feel free to comment on my page or on my channel to criticize or to say anything of what I'm doing, etc., you can, use your energy, your time, and your effort towards things that you're passionate about. If you don't believe or you don't agree with my channel, why are you in my channel? That's simple. Get out of my channel and go about your life. And I hope you find the happiness that you're looking for, okay? With that said, once this is done, you guys can see here. Once this is done, again, like I said, we are going to start adding the rest. Give me 1 second. Okay, so then we're going to, obviously we put it in the glass already. We're going to be adding the milk. What is the milk used for? Well, we actually use the milk to rotten any type of relationship, any type of person, any type of people that we're trying to get away from our life. Lemon, the combination of lemon and milk is very, very strong. When you use other fire elements like that of the apple cider or any dark vinegar for that matter, and then the black pepper. Black pepper is used, it's almost like black salt. It could be used for banishing anything that to do with like darker type of magic. But anyways, once we added the milk, as you can see here, we're going to be adding the vinegar. Whoops. Not sure if I moved this. And again, be abundant with it, okay? As you guys can see, once you add the vinegar, you're going to start to see basically the vinegar and the lemon juice start to create this type of, because of the milk that's in there, which is just amazing, amazing. I cannot stress this enough. This is a very, very strong type of energy, especially when we do the chant. So make sure that when you're doing this only because you're trying to remove that person or third party person that has brought a lot of distress, a lot of unfortunate situations into your relationship. Do not go doing this if you know that you're the reason for the third party. I'm no one to judge, and I love you guys all, but again, this is only for those that are trying to, again, like I said, rebuild the relationship based off of the partner straying or whatnot, or for those of you guys that have had people that are completely trying to mess up your life. You know, everyone gets what they deserve at the end of the day, so you got to do what you got to do to make sure you're good. You get me? Okay, so once this is done, you're gonna put the salt now and get the salt, and again, like I said, be very abundant with it. It doesn't matter what kind of salt you put on here. It could be regular salt or it could be sea salt. It does not matter. And finally, we're going to be adding the pepper. Again, like I said, pepper is super explosive for anything that has to do with the removal, of people, harmful people, people that just have really bad juju, very bad heart. It's like a bomb. Literally, it's explosive. It will completely protect you from these people, okay? So it's gonna look something like this. Not sure if you can see. I would, I can't really show you in a different angle because I'm gonna spill it. But anyways, so once this is done, then we're going to be saying this chant, okay? Again, like I said, very important to make sure that you are grounded, that you are completely centered and focused on what you're doing. Obviously, a lot of the times when it comes to love spells, when it comes to bringing a person towards you, sometimes you could become the blockage to yourself because you're so close to the situation. When it comes to revenge spells, or when it comes to banishments, or when it comes to separations of relationships, because you're so attached to the situation, it's to the best of your interest, because you're using that anger, that animosity, that hate, that this person may have caused you, and you're putting it towards the desired goal, the desired outcome. So again, it is very heavy energy, you guys, so make sure to be centered when you're doing this. Anyways, once we begin and you start putting all the ingredients, make sure to start putting the intention. I don't even need to start putting the intention, because just by putting these ingredients, my subconscious is already triggered. I already know what it is that we're doing. And just by doing this, you can feel the energy. So if you guys are very sensitive, or if you guys are empaths, I highly encourage you to exercise doing this. So you can see the different type of spell works, and the energy that you're feeling and that's vibrating from just the ingredients that you put together. Again, it's very, very explosive. But anyways, so the chant is going to go like this. And for those of you guys that are like, I didn't understand or whatnot, I'm going to put it down in the description box below and you guys can find it there. Once this is done and once the chant has been done, you're going to seal it or close it. And you're going to keep it, I would say, if you're doing this if you have your own altar and you do spell work, you're going to keep this in your altar. Preferably do not take this to your room. Keep it in a, you could put it in your closet, somewhere where no one's going to see it or touch it, and leave it there for 10 days. After the 10th day, you're going to make sure that you're going to be okay with tossing the jar. For some of you guys that are into the craft, obviously we can reuse this. So after the 10th days, we just toss it and it's done. And we can then boil this glass and use it particularly for revenge spells or for banishments, etc. But if you're not, then my suggestion is after the 10th day, you're going to basically put it in a black bag and toss it away from your house. Do not, and I repeat, do not break it. Okay? So what you're going to do is either you go and take it to a trash away from your home. You could throw it in the park. You can throw it wherever you want. But when you throw it in the trash, do not like just throw it hard that you hear the glass break. Okay? After you drop it in the trash or wherever you're at, away from your home is the point. Make sure to put it in the trash with care. Don't go just throwing it in there that you hear that it breaks. Okay? Because then it pretty much breaks the spell. What you're doing is you're offering this and putting this into the trash because you're removing this person from your life completely. Once you do that, from there on out, if someone, obviously the trash man or woman comes in and gets it and breaks it or whatever, it doesn't matter because the intention was already there. It's already been done. If you do this with faith and use that hurt that's been caused to you in a very projective and focused energy, you will get results, and you will get results very quickly, perhaps even before the 10th day. The 10th day is just making sure that everything is orchestrated or playing out the way it's supposed to. After the 10th days, away from your home, you guys, okay? Do not, and I mean do not forget to toss it out. Because if not, you're going to start having a lot of crazy shit happen at your home. So, again, like I said, get it after the 10th day and toss it out. All right, here we go. So once this is done, you're going to put your projective hand. My obviously projective hand is my right. Whether you're right or left-handed, whatever. You're going to put it over and you're going to say, I offer this conjuring to the spirit of hate and to the spirit alive, judgment, thought process, and all senses of, and you're going to mention your partner. Let me get this information. And then you're going to mention the person to separate. So that they may not be together. They will not be able to talk or eat at the dinner table. They will be unable to sit in a chair or sleep in a bed together. If, and then you mention your partner, and then you're going to mention the person to separate. Are together, anger and hatred be present. And then you're going to say your partner's name and the person to separate. Be it forever. May you separate their paths. I call upon the strength of the four winds, so that you may separate both their paths, separating one from the other. And then you're going to name the person to separate. And you're going to say, if, and you're going to mention that person. May be pulled away and separate with the power of the spirit of hatred. May her or him, depending on the person that you're trying to separate, and then you're going to say your partner's name. Not be able to communicate. Let there only be war, destruction, separation. Like a flower dies, may their love die. Be dried out. May there no more love be left between your partner's name and the person to separate. That's so much hurt and harm they have brought to me. And then you're going to say your name. Make this relationship break between them. Partner's name and the other person. May the spirits of hatred be the ones to make me justice in my favor, and I see with my own eyes how the love between, and you're going to say your partner and the other person's name, be broken off completely and end forever. Once this is done, again, you're going to seal it, you're going to close it, you're going to put it, you know, on your closet, whatever, wherever. You're going to keep this hidden. And again, leave it for 10 days. After those 10 days, make sure to put it in a black bag, toss it away from your home. If you guys do this the way I'm telling you, you guys are going to get results. You may even get results before the 5th day. For safety purposes, we say, you know, 10 days. After the 10 days, then that's when you take it and toss it out or get rid of it. Nonetheless, do not undo this. Do not take it out and then toss it. You have to toss it completely together and away from your home, okay? Comment, like, and share if you guys try this. Definitely, I highly encourage you guys to comment below your experience and the results that you get, so you guys can actually get feedback to those that are wanting to do it, or can inspire those that are thinking of doing it, okay? So I send you guys light and love. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll talk soon. Bye.